Alright, so here is my room. It's in Place Vanier at Korea-UBC House. So all the rooms in here are single rooms, and all the floors are co-ed, and they're generally pretty big. So here's my window. I'm really lucky, so I face out west, so you can't tell right now, but that's the ocean right there. Most rooms aren't going to have such a lucky view. I just happened to get really lucky when I was assigned. And there'll be a little windowsill here. You can keep little knickknacks and stuff. And I did my layout with my bed here, my dresser there, and then my desk here. But generally what it will be when you enter, when you first move in, is your bed is going to be lengthwise here, and then your dresser and desk will be here. So then you just kind of only have floor space going this way. But I find that there's generally a lot more floor space. Here, if you can look. Oops. Generally a lot more floor space if you do this layout. So your room will come with a garbage bin, but not a little recycling bin, even though there is recycling on your floor. So just bring a bin with you, or buy one when you get here. The drawers are pretty spacious. As you can see, that's a pretty good size. And then you'll get like a whole shelf like this, and then you can adjust those shelves a little bit. And then in Korea and Tech, you'll get a thermostat that you can adjust, but the other buildings in Place Vanier won't have that. I'm not sure about Totem. Here I just took like some hooks that I bought at a hardware store, and I put them on the wall to keep my my jackets on. Then I put my class schedule above my door, which is really nice and good to have. And then here I just did some over the door hooks for like sweaters and stuff. And then you can see the closet inside if you want to look. All it will come with is this bar, so you have to bring your own hangers. And I installed some hooks here for my belts and my bags, and like, you can't see, but all my shoes are there. Yeah, so then I'll just give you a little tour of the desk. So it comes with a desk lamp like this, and then a fluorescent light that's right there that's installed. The chair comes with it. Get a little, oops, something fell. A little keyboard spot. I'm not sure what this thing is. A shelf for your office supplies, and then a few more shelves. And then your bed is adjustable, so you can put it all the way up here, which doesn't seem very high, but most people whose bed up there, they have to climb on a chair to get on top of, or it can go like as low as there, I think. And then under your bed is some really good storage. I put my laundry under there, and they don't supply a laundry bin, so buy your own. That's a shower caddy, because you generally have to walk to the bathrooms, so that's a nice thing to have. And then my printer's under there. You can't really tell, but that's a really useful thing to have. I'd recommend getting one. And then what I did was I put up Christmas lights in my room, and that's really nice because the lighting here is really fluorescent and not very relaxing. So yeah. Oh, and this window comes with blinds, just so you know. Mine are just pulled back, but yeah, got blinds. So that's pretty much it. I can check, see the floor lounge if you want. There's a bathroom there, that's the girls. I'm not gonna go in there. Here's the stairwell and a big window. You can kind of see the ocean there. It's so pretty. And then that's my elevator. And you can kind of see the rest of the Vanier housing community there. That's the commons block there where you eat. And then Korea and Tech are shaped like L's, so there's another hallway that goes down there, and there's the guys' washroom there. And this is the floor lounge. So there's a communal fridge, so you don't need to buy a mini fridge. Sink, microwave, garbage, shelves, flat screen TV, more windows, and just like a seating area. Yeah, so that's about it. Alright, so I just did a room tour, but I wanted to do some decor tips that are really inexpensive. So some of the things I did, like I got my printer and I printed off like some pictures of things I like. it isn't inexpensive, it's actually quite expensive, but this is a really cool map that you get to keep for the rest of your life. And it's kind of got like a scratch off material here, like you would a lottery ticket sort of. And you scratch off all the places you've been, which is really cool. Another like inexpensive option is like postcards. So these are some really cool vintage movie posters from Mexico that I got at the Museum of Anthropology on campus in the gift store, and they're only $1 each, so that's a really cheap way to do your room. So I got, like, for example, there's a lot of things you can do. So like this is vintage movie posters. Up there is pictures of the Guaculo people that Franz Boas took, which is really some really cool postcards. And then here I got some postcards of Frida Kahlo. So those are really cool. What else? Oh, so also here you can like do old photos of yourself, or like if you own a film camera, you can print those out and put them on your wall for less expensive decor. You could do your own art, like drawings like that. And one of the things I like to do is there's this record store on West 4th Avenue, so I got like this record and this one, and they're only in the dollar bin. Like they're probably not music you've ever heard of, but they have some really cool cover art. There's also this one that I found too. And what you can just do is buy a $1 vinyl record with cool cover art that you like. You can take it apart and put the pictures on your wall, and then with the records you can put them up on your wall as well, which are really cool. And then another thing that's inexpensive, this is my friend's art that she did. So you can just buy $1 poster board, and if you have some paints or some pastels or something, you can just make your own posters instead of having to buy them. So like, for example, this poster I bought was like $15. This probably costs $1 to do, so that's also an inexpensive decor tip. Yeah, and then just obviously putting up Christmas lights is a huge thing, and then tapestries. This is kind of an expensive decor thing, but if you go to Rec Beach to buy your tapestry instead of Urban Outfitters, which I did, they're less expensive and they're actually a lot more unique and cool, but they're only available during the summer. So if you go to UBC, make sure you buy one as soon as you move in, or in the summer if you're touring around. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for my decor advice. There's not really much of it. I don't know. Like, this is just a really cool scarf thing, I guess, that I found at Value Village for like $2. So I guess it just takes some looking around. Oh, and one other thing is these two pictures. These are like really famous paintings, or I guess artwork. And instead of buying expensive artwork, what I just do is I'll buy like maybe like an $8 art or paintings magazine from a specialized bookstore, and then it's full of really cool paintings in it. So for $8 you can probably find about 30 paintings in one book, and then just cut them out and put them on your wall. So that's another way to have really high quality art for a way cheaper price. So yeah.